Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Episode 14, 468 days. No new info. Just silence. Rockstar's playing the long game here.
Right.
Right? Maybe they're cooking up something huge for GTA 6, or is this some perfectionist nightmare? Either way, we're talking about the most anticipated game of all time, and this mystery is only building the hype.
It's a fascinating case study in how to manage or maybe mismanage expectations in the gaming world. You've got fans practically begging for crumbs of information, and Rockstar's just silent.
Right. It's driving everyone crazy. But before we go full conspiracy theory, let's unpack what we do know about GTA 6.
Yeah.
From the leaks and rumors, a modern-day Vice City, 2 protagonists, and a map twice the size of GTA 5. It's a lot to process.
It is. And it's worth remembering that leaks and rumors should always be taken with a grain of salt. But they can offer some intriguing hints about what Rockstar might be aiming for. Let's start with the confirmed setting. Vice City, a modern-day reimagining of Miami and its surrounding areas. Think neon lights, beaches, and that unmistakable 80s vibe, but with a 2020s twist.
I'm already picturing the soundtrack. But what does modern day really mean for Vice City? Will we see the impact of things like social media, cryptocurrency, or maybe even climate change on this iconic location?
That's a great question, and that's where the speculation gets really interesting. We know Rockstar likes to weave social commentary into their games, so how will they portray a modern Vice City grappling with these very real issues? I, for one, can't wait to find out.
Me too. Okay, so we got the setting. What about the characters? We're getting 2 protagonists this time around.
Right.
Yes.
A Bonnie and Clyde-esque couple named Jason and Lucia. This is a first for the GTA series, and it raises a ton of interesting questions about how the gameplay will be structured. Will we be switching between characters? Will their stories intertwine? Will they have unique abilities or skill sets?
It feels like a huge departure from the single protagonist stories we're used to in GTA. What do we know about Jason and Lucia's backstories?
Well, details are still pretty scarce. Leaks suggest they're career criminals, pulling off heists, and working their way up the criminal underworld. But how their relationship dynamic plays into that, and what their ultimate goals are, those are mysteries. Rockstar is keeping tightly under wraps.
Okay, but the leaks do suggest some actors who might be portraying them right.
Absolutely. Based on the leaked footage and her previous voice acting work in GTA 5, many believe that actress Manny L. Perez is portraying Lucia. Interestingly, she's also well known for her roles in crime dramas, so she definitely brings the right kind of experience to the table. As for Jason, there's still some speculation with Dylan Rohr and Jake Silberman as the frontrunners. Both actors are known for their versatility, so it's really anyone's guess at this point.
It's going to be so cool to finally put faces and voices to these characters. Okay, the setting check. Characters check. But what about the playground these characters will be running wild in? I'm talking about the map. We've heard rumors that it could be twice the size of GTA 5. Is that even possible?
It's definitely ambitious. The leaked footage points to a map that's about twice the size of GTA 5's Los Santos and Blaine County combined. There were early rumors that the game, initially codenamed Project Americas, was supposed to include parts of North and South America.
Whoa, wait a minute. North and South America?
Yeah.
That's a continent? No wonder they had to scale things back.
Exactly. Even with next-gen consoles, that level of scope would have been a technical nightmare. But here's the exciting part. There are still rumors that Rockstar plans to expand the map through updates after the game's release.
So basically, the game world will keep growing even after we start playing. That's a pretty cool concept. Imagine logging in months after release and discovering a whole new island or region to explore. It would keep the game feeling fresh for years.
Exactly. It's like they're taking the concept of GTA Online, which has been constantly updated with new content, and applying it to the single-player experience as well.
Okay, I have to admit, that has me intrigued. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What about the gameplay? How will GTA 6 actually play? Because a bigger map doesn't necessarily mean a better game.
You're absolutely right. And based on the leaks, it seems like Rockstar is making some fundamental changes to the core gameplay loop. For one, you'll have to say goodbye to that magical bottomless pit we call the Arsenal Pocket.
Wait, what? No more carrying a rocket launcher, a minigun, and 5 different assault rifles just in case.
It seems not. Leaked footage shows a much more limited inventory system, forcing players to be strategic about what weapons they carry. You'll actually have to utilize backpacks to store your gear, making choices about what's essential for each mission or encounter.
That's a pretty big departure from previous GTA games. I mean, part of the fun was always having an absurdly oversized arsenal at your disposal. But I can see how this change could force players to think more tactically and prioritize certain weapons over others.
Exactly. It adds a layer of realism and strategy that was missing before. Imagine having to choose between a sniper rifle for long-range engagements or a shotgun for close-quarters combat. It's going to make those choices matter more and potentially make the game more challenging.
I can already picture myself agonizing over what weapons to keep and what to leave behind. So limited inventory check. What other gameplay changes have been leaked?
Well, there's a new mechanic that has the potential to completely change how firefights play out. It's being called the downed but not out system. Instead of dying instantly when your health bar depletes, you'll enter a downed state.
Hold on, so it's like those last stand moments from Red Dead Redemption 2.
It seems similar but with a twist. You might need to use painkillers or rely on your partner to revive you. This adds a new level of cooperation to the gameplay and could lead to some really tense and strategic firefights.
Okay, I'm liking this.
Yeah.
It encourages teamwork and could lead to some epic clutch moments where you save your partner's life or they save yours.
Exactly. And it also adds another layer of consequence to your actions. No longer can you just Rambo your way through every encounter. You need to be more careful and think about the risks involved.
This is shaping up to be a very different kind of GTA experience. What else have we gleaned from the leaks?
Another intriguing detail is a level of immersion Rockstar seems to be aiming for. A newly uncovered AI patent suggests that even buildings you can't enter will feel more lived in.
Wait, so even if I can't walk into every single building, they'll still feel like real places with stuff happening inside?
That's the idea. The patent talks about creating more dynamic elements within these non-enterable buildings. Imagine seeing lights flicking on and off, shadows moving behind curtains, maybe even hearing snippets of conversations or music coming from inside. It would make the world feel so much more alive and believable.
That's a pretty cool detail, and it really speaks to Rockstar's attention to detail.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got limited inventory, a down but not out system, and super immersive AI. But I have a feeling they're just getting started.
Right. You have no idea. And this is where things get really interesting. Remember that feeling of getting completely lost in GTA 5's massive world? Well, imagine that feeling amplified tenfold.
Okay, now you've really got my attention. Spill the beans?
Yeah.
What's got you so excited?
We've touched on the expanded map size, but what's really intriguing is the optional mini-map removal.
Wait, hold up. No minimap. Like, at all.
Exactly. The leaks suggest an option for players to completely disable the minimap, forcing them to rely on their in-game knowledge of Vice City and their own navigation skills.
Okay. That's either going to be incredibly immersive and challenging or incredibly frustrating. I can see the appeal for hardcore players who want a more realistic experience, but wouldn't it just make the game a lot harder?
It definitely would, but think about it. No more constantly glancing at a glowing dot on a minimap. You'd have to rely on landmarks, street signs, maybe even asking NPCs for directions. It would make exploring Vice City a much more organic and engaging experience.
I could see that.
Okay.
It would force you to really pay attention to your surroundings and learn the city inside and out. It would be like stepping back in time to the days before GPS when you actually had to use a map to get around.
Yeah.
Talk about a throwback.
Right. And imagine the sense of accomplishment you'd feel when you successfully navigate Vice City without any hand-holding. It would definitely add a whole new layer of depth to the gameplay.
Okay, so I'm starting to come around to the idea. But let's move on to another big change that has the potential to make things a lot more interesting. The revamped witness system.
Ah, yes. The days of simply blending into a crowd after committing a crime are over. The new witness system is description-based. Witnesses will give detailed reports of your appearance and your vehicle to the police.
So if I'm rocking a bright pink mohawk and driving a hot pink sports car, I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb, right?
Exactly. You'll need to think carefully about your appearance, your vehicle, and even your choice of weapons. Every detail matters, and witnesses won't hesitate to rat you out.
I can see how this adds a whole new layer of strategy to the game. It's not just about pulling off the heist, it's about doing it in a way that minimizes your chances of getting caught. You'll need to be a master of disguise.
Precisely. And think about the possibilities for replayability. You could try to complete a mission multiple times, each time with a different approach to see if you can avoid attracting attention.
That's a really cool idea. It adds a puzzle-solving element to the game. Okay, so we've got a massive map, limited inventory, a down but not out system, super immersive AI, no mini-map, and a revamped witness system. This is shaping up to be the most ambitious and potentially game-changing GTA experience yet. But let's not forget about the elephant in the room, Rockstar's deafening silence.
It's the mystery that's fueling all the speculation and anticipation. Over a year and a half without any official updates. What are they up to over there?
Seriously, it's driving the fans crazy. Do they even realize how much we're all dying for information?
Well, there are a few theories floating around, each more intriguing than the last. The first one is what we call the hype machine. Maybe Rockstar is intentionally keeping quiet to build up unprecedented hype and mystery around the game.
It's definitely working. I mean, every little leak or rumor is like a wildfire on the internet. The lack of information is making us all even more obsessed.
Exactly. Think about it. Every tiny detail becomes a major news event. Fans are dissecting every pixel of leaked footage, analyzing every word from supposed insiders. The silence itself is generating buzz.
Okay, I can see that. But a part of me wonders if it's not all about the hype. What if there's more to it? What if they're facing serious challenges behind the scenes?
That leads us to the pressure cooker theory. GTA 5 set an incredibly high bar. It's one of the best-selling games of all time. And GTA Online continues to be a massive cash cow for Rockstar.
So maybe they're feeling the pressure to top themselves. I mean, how do you follow up a masterpiece? That's got to be a lot of weight on their shoulders.
Absolutely. They could be facing development hurdles, trying to perfect every detail to avoid disappointing the fans. Or maybe they're struggling to manage the sheer scope of the game, trying to create a world that's even bigger and more detailed than GTA 5.
That makes sense. It's like they're trying to create the ultimate sandbox experience, and that's no easy feat.
And then there's the tech titans angle to consider. We're talking about next-gen consoles here, incredibly powerful machines with the potential for mind-blowing graphics and gameplay.
So maybe they're pushing the boundaries of what's technically possible, and that's taking time.
Exactly. Developing a game as massive and complex as GTA 6 for these powerful consoles while ensuring it runs smoothly and looks stunning is no walk in the park. They could be encountering unforeseen technical hurdles that are causing delays.
So it could be any one of these theories, or maybe even a combination of all three. It's like a giant puzzle, and we're all trying to piece it together.
It's all part of the fun. But even without official updates from Rockstar, we can still glean valuable insights from the leaks and rumors that have surfaced.
You're right. Remember those leaked gameplay footage videos from 2022? Those are a gold mine of information.
Absolutely. Those leaks gave us our first real glimpse into the world of GTA 6. We saw new features, mechanics, characters, weapons, even glimpses of locations.
I remember spending hours analyzing those videos, trying to spot every little detail. One thing that really stood out to me was the sheer level of detail in the game world.
It's clear that Rockstar is going above and beyond to create the most immersive and realistic GTA world yet. Remember that clip where Lucia shoots a cop?
Yeah.
And he reacts so realistically, clutching his wound and trying to avoid putting pressure on it.
Yeah, and the fact that NPCs now run with their phones out to call the cops instead of the wanted level just magically appearing, it's all about those little touches that make the world feel more believable.
Exactly. And don't forget about that new AI patent we discussed earlier. Even non-enterable buildings will have more depth and activity thanks to that technology. It's all about creating a world that feels truly alive.
It's like they're blurring the lines between video games and reality. And what about those new gameplay mechanics? Limited inventory, the downed but not out system, the optional mini-map removal. These are big changes that could really shake up the GTA formula.
They are, and let's not forget the revamped witness system, which forces you to be much more careful and strategic in your approach to crime. You can't just rely on brute force anymore. You need to be smart and think ahead.
Right. It feels like they're rewarding strategic thinking and planning.
Right.
Which is a refreshing change of pace for a series that's often been about over-the-top action and chaos.
Exactly. It seems like they're trying to strike a balance between appealing to hardcore fans who crave challenge and realism while still making the game accessible and enjoyable for newcomers.
Well, they've certainly got my attention. All these new details have me more excited than ever for GTA 6. But let's be real. The one question on everyone's mind is, when is this game actually coming out?
Well, the most recent news came from Take-Two Interactive's earnings call back in February. They confirmed that GTA 6 is still on track for a fall 2025 release.
So we still have a bit of a wait ahead of us.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe that just gives Rockstar more time to polish the game and make it even more incredible.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Remember, Rockstar is known for their meticulous attention to detail and their willingness to delay games until they're truly ready.
That's true. They've always prioritized quality over rushing a game out the door. But in the meantime, all this speculation and anticipation is killing me. I need more details.
Well, let's dive into some of the other fascinating details that have emerged from those leaks, like the rumors of purchasable businesses and a much deeper money laundering system.
Okay, now you're talking. That sounds right up my alley. Let's unpack those juicy details. All right, so we're back and ready to dive headfirst into those juicy details about purchasable businesses and money laundering. I'm all ears.
Imagine this. You're not just a criminal mastermind causing chaos in Vice City. You're also building a legitimate business empire on the side.
Okay, now that's an interesting twist. So instead of just spending all my ill-gotten gains on fancy cars and weapons, I can actually invest in businesses and become a tycoon.
That's the idea. The leaks suggest you'll be able to purchase a variety of businesses, potentially everything from nightclubs and bars to car dealerships and even casinos.
Ooh, a casino in Vice City. That sounds like a license to print money. But how does the whole money laundering aspect fit into all of this?
Well, it seems Rockstar is taking a more realistic and in-depth approach to the whole money-making scheme. The leaks point to a revamped system where you'll need to find creative ways to clean your dirty cash and make it look legit.
So it's not just about robbing banks and stuffing the cash under my mattress anymore. I'll actually have to think strategically about how to manage my finances and avoid attracting unwanted attention.
Exactly. Think shill corporations, offshore accounts, maybe even investing in legitimate businesses to mask your illegal activities. It adds a whole new layer of depth and strategy to the game.
I love it. It's like they're combining the thrill of being a criminal mastermind with the challenge of building a business empire. It's like Grand Theft Auto meets the Wolf of Wall Street.
That's a great analogy. And speaking of thrills, let's not forget about the other exciting details that have emerged from the leaks.
Oh, you mean like the revamped wanted system, CCTV detection,
Mm-hmm.
and the rumors of even more realistic car crashes and handling?
Precisely. The leaks suggest that the police in GTA 6 will be much more sophisticated and relentless. Not only will they respond more realistically to your crimes, but they'll also use CCTV footage to track you down.
Wait, so now I have to worry about security cameras too. That's going to make things a lot more challenging.
It will. You'll need to be hyper aware of your surroundings and plan your moves carefully to avoid getting caught on camera. And with the more realistic car crashes and handling, those high-speed chases are going to be even more intense and unpredictable.
No more magically bouncing off walls or surviving impossible crashes. Bring it on. The more realistic, the better.
And if you're looking for even more thrills, the leaks suggest that the world of GTA 6 will be filled with hundreds of dynamic random events.
Hold on, random events. What do you mean by that?
Imagine you're cruising down Ocean Drive, soaking up the sights and sounds of Vice City, when suddenly you stumble upon a gang war erupting in the streets.
Whoa, that sounds intense. So these events can just happen at any time in any location.
Exactly. The leak suggests that there will be over 300 different random events that can occur as you explore the world. We're talking gang wars, animal encounters, lost people, spontaneous races, even underwater missions.
Underwater missions in Vice City. Now, that's something I did not see coming.
It's all about keeping the world feeling dynamic and unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen next, which makes exploration that much more exciting.
This is incredible. It sounds like the world of GTA 6 is going to be bursting with life and surprises.
Oh.
I can't wait to get lost in this world and see what kind of crazy situations I stumble into.
And the leaks don't stop there. There are even rumors of a fully functional train system and usable trams within the game.
Whoa, a GTA tram ride. Sign me up. That sounds like the perfect way to relax and take in the sights after a long day of, committing Grand Theft Auto.
Exactly. And let's not forget about all the real-life locations that have been spotted in the leaked footage. We're talking about iconic landmarks like the Miami Airport Loma Depot Park, the King of Diamonds nightclub, and even the Crandon Park Tennis Stadium.
It's going to be so cool to see those landmarks recreated in the game. It'll be like taking a virtual tour of Miami, but with the added bonus of being able to cause mayhem at any moment.
And for those who really love to explore every nook and cranny, the leak suggests that cars in GTA 6 will finally have a working GPS system.
That's a game changer. No more getting hopelessly lost in the sprawling streets of Vice City. I can already feel the hours melting away as I explore every inch of this massive map.
We're talking about a game that's pushing the boundaries in every aspect, from the massive open world and the dual protagonists to the revamped gameplay mechanics, the dynamic events, and the incredible level of detail. It's clear that Rockstar is aiming for something truly special with GTA 6.
It's mind-blowing. A massive map, 2 protagonists, revamped gameplay mechanics, hundreds of random events, real-life locations, purchasable businesses, a deep money laundering system. The list goes on and on. This is shaping up to be the most ambitious and potentially groundbreaking GTA game ever.
It certainly is. And even with all the information we've gleaned from leaks and rumors, there's still so much we don't know.
That's the beauty of it, right? The mystery and the speculation are all part of the fun.
Absolutely. It's a testament to the power of the GTA franchise that even after all this time and with so little official information, it still manages to captivate our imaginations and generate this level of excitement.
Well said. So for all you eager GTA fans out there, is the wait killing you, or are you savoring the mystery? Hit us up on social media and let us know your thoughts.
One thing's for sure, GTA 6 is going to be an event we won't soon forget. What intrigues you most about what we've uncovered? What questions are still swirling in your mind? That's the beauty of a deep dive. It's just the beginning of the exploration.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of GTA 6. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and keep on gaming.